So what I want to do next is add like a ragged look like this to my document. You see, what I got going here is what I want to add to the top over there. So it looks like, so I don't have that straight edge up top over there, kind of more reminiscent of my barriers being just broken down. All right. So how am I going to do that? Well, come on, you know the party doesn't stop without with the before and after pseudo classes. I am going to define for article pseudo class before. I'm going to pop that right up over there, and then I'm going to probably have to edit, play with some of my margins and my height and all that, and maybe a little extra dose of CSS trickery. And I'm going to get a cool effect going on here. So here's what I'm thinking. Uh, First order of business, you got to create yourself an image, and the image has to be. I made the width of the image to be the maximum width of my article, which was like 1280. So it doesn't, you know, the height doesn't matter, but you know, the bigger the height, the more. The bigger the size of the file, so just keep that in mind. So this is what I made. And let me get out of here, and then let's actually apply it to my layout over here. So, let's see. I already got header before and after. Let me add to the article before, and we'll do content, and we'll start the URL. And what did I call it? Destroyed top, and that's what it looks like. So I'll choose it, and well, let me just see what that looks like. Okay, that didn't do anything for me besides have this crap happen over here. You see it? So, well, the good news is it's there, but the bad news is it sucks. So, all right, first order business. What am I going to need to do? I need to take it. You saw how it pushed down my header, so there's no surprise here. We're going to have to use this position absolute attribute to get that to sit better, right? Okay, there it is. Now, look at what's happening. That is sitting where it's supposed to, but it's covering up the header. So, what is this in reference to? Why is this happening? It means its z index is somewhere, right? Its z index is in front of or greater than the header z index. So I'm not going to mess with the header. I'm going to mess with my article, and I'll do z index, and I'm going to set it to like -100. I don't know if I'm going to have to mess with other stuff, but I'm going to leave this way behind. So let me do that. Give it a refresh. Okay, cool. Well, that helped my header, but I still don't actually see this guy, and it's still peeking to the left over to the right over here. So if I positioned it absolutely, why don't I go top 0 and see where that takes me? Okay, same place, but then let me do top negative, I don't know, let's do 2em. Ah, very cool. And this actually works. You know why this peeking out I want to deal with this peeking out over here after, because I want to bring this line as high up as I can. I'm going to give it like a couple of pixel overlap, but that's where I'm using that as my gauge to where I need to go. So let me just see if I could just do it this way, so I could not go back and forth. I'll do 4 over here. I'll save it. I'll go here, refresh it. Yeah, that's getting pretty close to the top. So let me do one more, 5, and refresh it. Okay, I think that's about as high as I want to get. That's cool, but I'm gonna push. I want to push this whole container down a little bit so you see it a little bit better, and that's what the margin on my article. So let me just give it 6. Bam. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a cool look. So how do I get rid of this margin over here? Well, when I was thinking about this, I know at times the overflow the overflow attribute does this kind of stuff. I know that. So let me add to my article overflow, and I'll add hidden. Okay, And let's see what that does. That, well, it doesn't do anything just yet because it doesn't have anything to define. You know, when you define overflow hidden, it knows to hide the scroll bar. But since this is horizontal, it's confused a little bit. So let's explicitly define a width for this guy of 100%, which it's already doing anyway, but at least overflow hidden is going to get to act on that 100%. And let's see. Bam. Now look at that. So all that's happening now that we have it hidden, you see, as we bring this closer, we end up losing that over here. But who cares? I mean, the whole point is that's supposed to be ragged. And you know, it's even better is that it's ragged, but it's also like old school pixelated. So, I don't know. That totally works for me. Look at that. And let's see. So here's Firefox. I'm sure it'll look good in Firefox, but let's try it at iPhone dimensions. Okay. Looks fine. Looks cool. And uh-oh, let's see. Why doesn't it want to work in an Internet Explorer? Shocking. Shocking it works. Actually, the only thing I see is it's making a really flat line over here, and I wonder if that's in my, if I just didn't pay attention, that's in my design, or if that's, I guess it's in my design. I mean, I could edit that, but it looks cool to me.